Hollywood and it's evident. I am just a Magic fan. Old Town, I'ma represent. Taking charge, go commando. Now we living in Miami, but you know I rep Orlando. Oak Ridge, yeah, it lives in me. Walking down the road, passing by OBT. 407 every day, it stay on repeat. Blue in my blood, ain't no stopping me.
Y'all already know what's going on. It's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan, and we are live. Y'all might hear me a little low, speaking a little low. It is currently 6:23 a.m., but we have to talk Magic basketball, post-game basketball. I could have done this video last night. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was just pretty tired. I really was. And as soon as the game ended, I knocked out. When I tell you I knocked out, man, the score shows you close. The score shows you 6-point loss. But boy, what a game. When I tell you, not only from our side, but OKC was hooping. When I tell you they were hooping, and they're the first seed for a reason, right? We lost by 6 to the first seed. This is all we were asking for. Right here, we thought it was like, oh man. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Right here, terrible. We were like, yo, we're cooked. We are cooked. And I literally told myself, I said, all I asked for was that the Magic just show up. I literally said, I really hope we just show up. And the fact that we showed up, the fact that not only we showed up, but we were able to flip the script of this performance in terms of we had an amazing first quarter to then a lopsided second, flip it to a lopsided third, and beat them in the fourth. All I'm gonna say, if it wasn't as lopsided, which is always the case with this Magic team, if it isn't as lopsided, and there's only one reason why we lost this game. I'm gonna show you right now. The most important stat of the night. Right here. 18 turnovers on the Magic side, but when I tell you it wasn't the 18 turnovers, it was the fact that it was 18 turnovers, like back to back, and it just felt like it was like turnover after turnover. I could have swore we had 25. I could have swore we had way more. And this right here, 72% from the 3-point line. What is 72% going to do to you? When the other team is 93%, and I don't care if they shot, let alone made less free throws than us, they had a better percentage, especially when it's more than 10, and they had 93. They missed one free throw as opposed to us. It's sad. In terms of we could have won this game if we made free throws, if we didn't have as many turnovers in the beginning, if we would have tightened up. And what's crazy, prayers up to Jalen Suggs, because we know speedy recovery if he is injured. We don't know how long he's injured. We don't know if it's a game-to-game basis, but Jalen Suggs did go down, sadly. And when he went down, everyone was like, oh, of course Jalen Suggs is going to say, I want to keep playing. But we all knew, like, especially in my head, if you're going to go down mid-game in a December matchup, when two of our stars are already injured and you're going to stay in the game hobbling, it's not a good look, let alone not smart, not safe. We're thinking about the future. You know, we're not trying to win a championship right now. We're trying to win championships multiple years in a row. We're trying to solidify something solid with this franchise. And that's not playing championship basketball. If you are injured in a December game, rest up, bro. Like, there's no point. I get it, we don't have Franz. I get it, we don't have Paulo. I get it, it's national television against Oklahoma City Thunder team, which is first seed in the West. I get it, a great matchup. But the fact that you're hobbling. You can't even run full speed, and that's your job, to run full speed up and down the court. I'm sorry, man. I would rather have, like, we care enough for Jalen Suggs that you can't have that type of You can't have that type of performance and expect us to not be like get out the game when our two stars are literally injured on some like crazy ish. You know what I'm saying? But to dive back into this game, because we have to talk about stats. And I don't even know if I did the clipboard today. For those who don't know, which I don't think I did, because that's how I officially like thank y'all for tuning in. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Fannattics Show Live. Here we start off by always clapping the clipboard, and it is 6:28 in the morning. And although my family's probably up right now, I'm not trying to do this extremely loud, but y'all already know what we gotta do. And action. 105 to 99. Your Orlando Magic unfortunately taking a loss. I know we diluted and I know we already kind of talked about the game, but now we're officially going to dive in to this matchup. 99-105 on TNT, which is not only the place where the Magic just always seem to have bad luck, but recently it's been the place where we just get blown out. So I was there in person last year for the Shaq retirement night where we got blown out by OKC. I'm glad that we only lost by 6. Although yes, we're not 10-0 anymore. We're not undefeated. We're on a 2-game losing streak, sadly, at the Kia Center. Doesn't matter. We're all good. Tristan da Silva, 15-3-1, really showing grit, really showing trust in the team, trust in him, trust that as a fan base we can know that all right, he's gonna shoot shots and not be scared, not be under pressure, not, you know what I'm saying, in terms of there are some, he's a rookie. People forget, yes, he might be my age. Yes, let's search up his age. See, he's 23 years old. He was born almost literally an exact year after me in a month, because I was born April 10, 2000. So imagine, bro, he's 23 years old. That's like me pressuring myself, like, yo, you should do, dog, and you're scoring 15 already in NBA. I get it, he's an old rookie, but for you to be in your first year in the league and just come in and be able to constantly produce when honestly you weren't expected to, because everyone thought that it was going to be a Tristan da Silva, Cole Anthony, Jet Howard competition, and Anthony Black, and it honestly turned into Tristan da Silva, Tristan da Silva becoming that starter, and then you have Anthony Black, who we're going to talk about, but Anthony Black going crazy every other game, not as consistent as a Tristan da Silva to be a starter, or of course be that he has started before on this stretch, but in terms of be the reliable starter the way we have Tristan da Silva, he hasn't gotten there yet. But games like yesterday have shown that Anthony Black, oh boy, when he gets hot, man, it's crazy. And the fact he is, I think, like 21 or 20 years old, about to do another search. 20 years old, bro. 2004. In the words of Florida, Brody's a jit. Brody's a jit, and he's hooping on y'all. I'm so glad he's on our team. I've told y'all for the longest time, if you've tuned into the channel, which if you haven't, I hate to be that 80% of y'all, just subscribe, man. I only have 100 subscribers, which God bless, because my cup is always half full. But this whole 80%, man, I guarantee you whoever's watching this is probably subscribed to me. But eventually I have to get into the rhythm of being like, oh, subscribe, because you know, eventually we hope to have a lot of people on the lives. We hope to have just not even really the lives, more so just the impact that the show is gonna have. So I gotta make sure to spread the subscribe. Make sure to subscribe, even though now, yes, the people viewing are most likely the two most followers that I have that are my subscribers and my constant viewers, which are probably just some of my best friends. But I'm always grateful that I at least have them watching. But back to the Magic, 105-99. I've said it before. I've said it once. I've said it twice. Subscribe and find out. Anthony Black is a problem. But in a good way. Anthony Black is a problem and is going to be a problem for a while. The boy is a jit. This man is 20. The man is 20 years old. The man is 20 years old and he's scoring 23 points on the first scene in the NBA. Anthony Black's going to be a problem. Anthony Black's going to be a problem. The man is 20 years old, scoring 23 against the first seed in the NBA. It's done. I'm telling you, it's done. We got a Tristan da Silva going crazy. Wendell Carter Jr. Wendell Carter. And we haven't even really talked about, like, we dove into Anthony Black, but we're going to shout him out still. But Wendell Carter Jr. finally, when I tell you finally, and I get it because I don't really, the thing about me is I have my 9 to 6. I don't work a 9 to 5. I work a 9 to 6. So I get home at 7 o'clock. I don't have that much time, let alone for myself, let alone for the NBA. I'm a Magic fan, content creator. I don't watch opponents' games besides the highlights on Instagram. If the Magic aren't playing, maybe I'll put a game on. But usually that's my time to either play Fortnite, which is spectacular now. If y'all haven't seen all these updates that Fortnite's doing, it's phenomenal. And if y'all critique the game, hey, it is what it is. It's on y'all, but I personally truly appreciate that game a lot. Either that, CFB 25. I try to entertain myself because, bro, streaming is hard. A lot of people, I'm not going to do the whole competition thing, but I understand both sides because I do both sides right now. I stream and I also have that 9 to 6. So, honestly, just being able to watch these games, I'm grateful for. So I'm not able to see all of our opponents' film, all of our opponents' highlights, games. But hearing what the TNT commentator said, they said that Oklahoma struggled with defensive rebounds, right? When I tell you, Wendell Carter Jr. giving us 10 points, 13 boards, and 4 assists. A double-double for Wendell. A double-double for Wendell. A double chunk chocolate cookie. Because we got a double-double for Wendell. And a double-double for Goga. Like, yo, I'm telling you, I love Goga Batadze. But Wendell Carter Jr., I get it, he's been slacking at times, but we know he has this potential of 10 and 13, which is why I'm so happy right now. Because it's like, finally, I feel like The Rock, finally, Wendell Carter Jr. is back at the Kia Center. Like, oh my goodness. Goga Batadze, 15, 10, and 3. And think about it, we lost. We lost this game, and I'm hyped. I don't think I've ever been this hyped for a loss besides, it was recent. Who do we lose to? That I was like, yo, that game was so lit. I'm so glad it was a good loss. The Milwaukee game. Hello, bro. What a loss. That was a very fun loss. And this one, I'm not even going to hold you. That Kia Center crowd was lit. Shout out my boy Jonathan. I know he was there live. I know that a lot of people are now surprisingly, of course it always happens when you're good, but people are actually going to the games. It's crazy. It's crazy to see people actually going to the games as a Magic fan who used to go when it was empty, who used to go when tickets were like $10. I would find tickets for $8, bro. And I would tell people, yo, I got tickets for $8. You trying to pull up? Nah, I'm not trying to see them. And look at us now. It brings the biggest smile to my face because I don't even have to say anything. I haven't opened up my high school yearbook since I left high school because I literally told myself, you know what, I want to do one of those, like, never see it, never read it, see it 20 years later when my kids find it, type of deal. So I know, and all I remember from that day when people were signing it was like, oh, if the Magic ever win, I'm going to remember you. They would tell me as they're signing, like, yo, if I never talk to you again, like, the Magic winning, like, I swear that's going to be the day I think of you. And I'm like, you know what? Like, facts. I'm glad I made that impact on y'all. This is insane. To see 105-99 against a first seed OKC, against, we were down, 20 points? We were down 19 points at one point. Great comeback, great fight, because we didn't have our three, not one, not two, but three. Our 3 stars in Paulo, Franz, and also now Jalen Suggs, which gave us 17 minutes. In those 17 minutes, he still gave us 9, 5, and 4. How about that? KCP, 11, 1, and 5. KCP been what? A sniper. All I'm gonna say, KCP gotta make them shots. Some of those wide open shots. Oh my God, we need them to fall. We lost by 6. I don't know why we chucking up threes like no tomorrow. But I mean, LeBron even talked about it. The league's talking about it. It's just a league general thing, a league wide issue. Too many threes. Too many threes. The thing is, we just not making them. If it was a 50%, okay. If it was 40, maybe I'd think about it. But 30, and you barely grazing 30? I don't know. To me, I feel like this game was easily won by us. I think we beat them in almost every stat. We beat them in rebounds. We beat them in assists. We tied them in blocks. But it's right here. That steals. Oof, they got us. And it wasn't even steals like, damn, they were pickpocketing. Sometimes, I'll give it to you. But there were times where Cole Anthony, I vividly saw the pass. This man went to a bro, we are down 18 points. Or not even. At that point, let me not exaggerate. We were down probably like 8 or 9. I can't exactly say. Cole just throws like a little lob. And I get it, Cole. He's trying to set up the play. Dog, you see they smothering. That's what it was. They were playing smothering defense. I'd say probably the best defense we've seen all year. In terms of the way they were locking people up and just really closing lanes and just shifting everybody around. They were playing for not first seed basketball. I will give, you know what? That's just for OKC. I don't do this a lot for the opponents, but I got to give respect where it was due. They were locking us up. It was crazy. But to see that we still lost by 6, even though that happened. If Cole wouldn't have made that pass, if Cole would have put just a little more oomph into it, a little more oomph, like they be saying, you get a little more power, he would have got it. And it's not Cole's fault. I'm just saying that's the one play I remember. There are multiple plays. It was 15 steals, and they weren't all just pickpockets. Fouls. They literally had they had 20 fouls. I'm just mad that we had the one game we needed to go 90% from the free throw line. We don't go 90% from the free throw line. But I get it. Because we always go 65%, 70%. And then we occasionally go on these spurts. But we got to fix this right here. We got to get some better shooters, man. We got to either get some better shooters or these in-house people, which everyone talked about this offseason when we only got KCP. If we're going to talk about that, we got to start producing right here. This little tandem right here. J.I. giving us only 3 points in 17 minutes. We also have to fix, I did mention last game, Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner is that guy. Spark plug, 10 points again. I don't care about the 0 rebounds. Even though you are a center, I really would want more boards. But 10 points, you make up for that. And Anthony Black truly is the MVP of the game. 23 points. He went stupid towards the end. He was truly just willing us back in and truly just wasn't giving up. And that's something that we could never ask more of from a player as a Magic fan. Magic fans. Our next game is going to be this Saturday, home. So in Orlando, against the in-state rival, the Miami Heat. How am I feeling about this game? We got it. If we were able to do the way that we did OKC, if we're able to play that type of basketball against Miami, I don't see us losing. I would love a sweep this season, but the fact that hopefully Jalen can play. But the black jerseys at home, hey man, we go turn up. I really like these. I'm not gonna hold you. I really like those blue jerseys. But these next couple games, 2013, 2014, me would have been going crazy right now if this was that lineup for Christmas. Boy, Christmas time. Happy holidays. Y'all already know, man. Stay tuned for the pregame. Today is Friday, December 20th, 2024. Pregame I'm probably gonna do tomorrow morning, not gonna lie. We got some stuff to do today. Holiday times are a must. Holiday times are fun. Holiday times are the best. I always try to do it year round, but make sure to spread the love to your family. Make sure to let them know you love them, and especially now. Magic basketball. Miami Heat at the Kia Center twice. I just noticed we wear our black jerseys against them both times. It's gonna be their funeral, I guess. Now, FanDuel Sports Network. So you already know we got Dante, JT, David Steele, Kendra Douglas, all them people, beautiful people, wonderful people. Magic fans, we are live. We are ready. Even though we lost, always remember in every loss there is a lesson learned. In every loss there is a reason to be or not to be. Because at the end of the day, you can gain something from that loss, or you could just dwell on it the rest of your life. And there are some people that certain losses truly do stick with them, you know? And whether you want to say a loss, you know what, man? Run it back. Whether you want to say it's a loss from a person, whether you want to say it's a loss from just anything, you have just some type of loss in life. If you dwell on it, which some people do, it can take over. It can take over, and it can affect things, and it can affect you in ways you might never know. You gotta let go. You gotta realize that, man, today is a new day. Regardless what happened, cool. We ain't gonna forget. But we just either build or we destroy. Y'all ever seen that show, Destroy, Build, Destroy? That's how the world be. You try to build something, eventually, even if it works, nothing works 100% forever. Eventually, it's gonna have to come down. Eventually, what comes up must come down. And I'm not gonna hold you. I love how this Magic team. I get it. Charles Barkley was mentioning on the inside the NBA. He was like, "This next man up mentality. Yeah, it's cool on paper, but in person, hey man, we keep showing next man up, and people just keep answering the call." I get it. I don't want anybody to keep getting injured, but the fact that an Anthony Black, the fact that a Mo Wagner, they're answering the call time and time again, it's phenomenal. It is breathtaking. It is insane to say as a Magic fan, wow. Because before, when somebody would tear their ACL, when somebody would break something, when somebody would tear an MCL, when somebody would pull something, we were done. There was nothing you could do about it. But now look at us, losing by 6 to the first seed. And I get it, a loss is a loss. Same, a 6-point loss as a 100% loss, or a 100-point loss. But the lessons are completely different. And the fact that we willed back from being down 20 points to being this close to winning the game on national TV. We're not good on national TV. We've never been good on national TV, at least in recent years. You know what I'm saying? Post Van Gundy era. We haven't been good. We have not been good on national television. So I'm glad that we are finally able to do something in the positive direction. But Miami next Saturday, which will be what day is today? Today's the 20th. It'll be the 21st. So Miami on this Saturday, not next Saturday. I'm in Miami next period. Saturday. Oh man, I got my Miami friends. I might pull up on them. I might definitely pull up on them since it's Miami Heat basketball and it's a Saturday. So maybe I'll pull up on them either Saturday or also I think we play Miami Saturday and we play them next Thursday, the 26th. The 26th I might chill at the crib, but tomorrow, who knows? Tomorrow might be a spectacle. Y'all already know it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. And like always, be nice to your neighbors, be nice to your friends. Remember, let it go. Let it go. Don't let it dwell. And even if you're on top, let it go because eventually you're going to come down. Y'all already know it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. Please subscribe, bless your boy. But I just appreciate y'all for coming to the Fannattics Show Live, where we are Orlando Magic fan related, not affiliated, but maybe one day. Maybe one day associated. Wow. That what a bar. We are Orlando Magic fan, I don't even know what I said. See, that's how natural it was. But y'all already know, man. It's 6:47. I'm about to take a little quick Z before I go back to work. Y'all already know. We are out of here.
Hollywood, and it's evident I am just
Hold on. And that's a wrap.
Hollywood, and it's evident I am just a Magic fan. Old Town, I'ma represent. Taking charge, go commando. Now we living in Miami, but you know I rep Orlando. Oak Ridge, yeah, it lives in me. Walking down the road, passing by OBT. 407 every day, it stay on repeat. Blue in my blood, ain't no stopping.